What is going on, guys? This is your main man Ben here, and we are Talk Active. I work in technology field as a PC tech, administrator, analyst for at least 10 years. I like boxing, cycling, outdoorsy things. We generally talk about current events, technologies, sports, or sometimes by request. So we are regular people with factual experiences. It would be nice if we can contribute to the universe. Let's talk about it. It has been a while since we posted some good stuff here, guys, and it's appropriate. Probably, I would say at least 2 months, but I've been busy. I was maximizing summer, and the fact that summer is going away fast and we are going to experience some daily, time change soon. We're going to roll back 1 hour soon enough, but yeah, I've been busy cycling. My wife and I were into like crazy stuff, visiting different cities, and we ride the gravel, we ride the road. If you haven't checked out yet, you can post. I'm going to post some link. It's awesome in Tagalog, sometimes in English, but mainly in Tagalog. It's a cycling vlog. You can visit that real quick. It's amazing. We go to Pennsylvania, we go to Washington, D.C. and cross Maryland, and it's amazing. But today, guys, we're going to talk about social media. I know it's a very, very broken disc. It has been talked countless time before. And to me, I was hesitant, to be honest with you. I have written this episode for, I would say, a month now. And I myself is a victim, guilty as charged. But then again, I'm stepping back and looking at the things, what it brought into the table. Let us put it all out here, laid it out, and talk about the positivity that it brings. Once again, we are free for all channel, guys. We will talk anything that interests us. We're not here to please anyone, nor seek for any approval. We're talking experience here. So there is no denial about what social media brings to the society. It has reunited loved ones, meet and see elementary classmates that, name it. You got mountains of lists on the positive side. But one on the other side coin, there's a price to pay. The price that none of us see or fail to recognize, if not ignored. Let's make it clear, before we proceed, there's no main source of problem on this. For what I see, it is a collective issue that was contributed by each company or individuals that invented it, but failed to see the other side of the coin, nor accidentally did not mean to cause any harm. But what's the issue? Mental health, addiction. On our episode 15, we talked about privilege. That bubble we handed or created for our loved ones. This is what we are going to talk today. The travel of information, for example, from the remotest part of the world, you can share or take video on things and share it in an instant. In a matter of seconds, the world will witness. They'll see it. We have seen those benefits, but on the other side, we also have seen terrorist groups, malicious, sharing videos, executing people, and with an incident world witness on they can spread fear, can spread anarchy, and they can show a display of power that can shake a lot of people or might recruit as well. So this is what we are looking at. And the other side of the coin. Does it feel like the technology that was created to make life easier is starting to erode the very core fabric of society right now? It sure feels like with the pandemic and the kids doing remote school on this is a positive note, but on the other side of the coin, it is not completely a learning process for them because the lack of interaction, the lack of touch, hearing, laughters, actual talking of other kids to each other. It is kind of scary when you think about, if you've seen the movie Ready Player One, making this actual stay in the room for an entire day. Just go pack a little bit of food and go to the bathroom if you want to, and just live in your bedroom and just be in virtual environment, talking, interacting, playing with your characters and virtually looking at it and everything, but it's all in your brain. It's all in your mind. That is happening. And I know if you are a listener and subscriber of this channel, you're going to hate me right now. Yeah, And you can stop, you can, viewing, listening, and you can unsubscribe or so, but this is real. I'm like what I said, I have worked in the technology department for more than 10 years at least. I'm not a developer. I'm not an engineer. I don't invent any of this software, but I am not dumb. Dumb enough to recognize what is happening in the technology arena right now. Even you can identify election problems, hacking of personal data gathered by supercomputers. Polarization discrepancies. When we talk about polarization, is that when technology is the backbone of society or the community, it is the center of that ecosystem. It only favors a few groups of individuals, and that is the problem. Considering the talent, education, and skill sets of other individuals, it will only surround on that specific. It's like blackjack, winner takes all. Like it or not, we're heading towards that direction. What I say is that, let's go back again. Technology, we can refer to AI or artificial intelligence. This is striking to me how precise AI is, but if you look at it, the fail rate is amazing because they can scan an entire image, thousands of studies in unprecedented time, and can detect cancer cells that even the most experienced radiologists cannot miss. Not to mention replacement of jobs, career, ending a description such as an accountant, a radiologist, x-ray technicians can be replaced and will be replaced with artificial intelligence and a lot more. But one of the main issues about AI is that it develops somewhat distractive pattern because the main goal is to achieve and finish the job. That's what program is. They don't feel, they don't hear, nothing they want to achieve. It complete to go. This is where the problem comes in. It only wants to finish it. So America is the problem of inequality. This is where the problem rises. In America right now, you know what we're facing in the actual present time, like right now. AI present that social economic inequality. AI present to the society. I'll give you an example. If you ask me who Warren Buffett, demographically men and socioeconomic areas primarily will be identified as the higher hierarchy on the society. Let's just face that. I will identify because it's already been embedded in the program. And we can also add that, do you know the arms race of each nations, how dangerous that would be in a military field, which probably is already active, the use of artificial intelligence, such as on my end, your vehicle, UAVs, and such terrorist groups can acquire them. And yeah, it could spell a different types of devastation. You can copy on this one, and this is just the artificial intelligence side. What is in the kinds of Google, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, this giant social communities. And this is what the classic saying. If you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. You mean we are being sold. Basically, this company tells how much of your life can we get you to give to us. Just think about that quote. How much of your life can we get to you to give to us? Basically, these accounts are not free. These accounts are paid by advertisers that pay Google, the Facebook, the DP, the YouTube, the LinkedIn, Snapchat, Pinterest. They are paying to show their ads to us, the people. Basically, we are the product. Our attention is the product being sold to the advertisers. That's not who we are. And there's only one thing that could be beneficial to them from us to change how we think, how we behave, change who we are. That's the main target. Come to think about this. If you are a businessman, if you are an entrepreneur and you want to sell a product that guarantees an attention, that is almost an instant success. It will spell profit. Money, that's a guarantee. That is why guarantee, because the platform have 2 billion people subscription to it. If you have 2 billion people and you only need 10% or 5 or 3 will buy your product, and that's a guarantee for your business. This is a new kind of system now to buy and sell and has never existed in the past. And this, ladies and gentlemen, made the internet the richest company in humankind. That's a fact. How do you make the money? put it in this way. Everything you do in the application, in the internet, is monitored. Like all of it. Like how long you stay in this image and you look at it and how long you screwed. It's been calculated per inch. Everything, when I say everything like what you're looking at right now. Moment you pick up the phone and scroll and look at the pictures, porns, they know if you're happy, you're sad. They know how long you looked at your ex in the pictures. Do you know eavesdropping the past? No, it's a software. It's been segregated by an artificial intelligence. Are you curious about things like, for example, Facebook? Why are these things popping out in my feed? I'm interested in sunglasses. Then all of a sudden you see flights of ads of sunglasses, Oakleys, in there. There will be photo bicycle that I like is going to get displayed in my feed because I already learned that this guy right here, Ben, likes this Oakleys. This settles that flooding is put them in ads. Guaranteed he will bite one way or the other. Maybe not today, next month, next week. But we have planted the seed. They already know me. Just like that, these informations are being set into a program in a computer without human interactions. A little it gets better and better. It was better last year. It's much better this year. The searching engine for my feed is more sophisticated. They don't steal our dearest. We're to give it to them and moment they agreed. The real question is, what do they do with our data? It's the market they selling the future. What I mean about that is that they build models that predict our actions. Whoever has the best model wins. When I refer about the model is that we are the model. And what interest we have, like scrolling motorcycles, interest in books, sunglasses, whatever you have that you have built for clicking things, it's been thrown out to you and reshaped and put it into like a compilation of it that will shape as you. This is Ben and this is the model. This is what we're going to put into his feed. Have you ever watched a video on Facebook? After you watch video, there is another one that's coming. Follow underneath. And this is not an accident or random. This is a collective of information that you have to be given to them before, and this is modeled through me, and it will come because this is part of my interest. They will keep sending you that feed. They will fine tune. In the end goal here is staying in the screen. Same time pumping ads, making money for themselves, and at the same time collecting interest in more data for you. This is not a person that does this. It's an algorithm, computer based. It learns from us. Google can't hire people and monitor 2 billion people in the world. No, it does not do that. It's an AI and it's an algorithm that does it. Computer. Back there in Silicon Valley where, that they do the job for them, sadly, I must say, that's the targeted market for this. It's mainly younger generations. Our kids right now, how smart these cell phones are. There's a reason why they call it smartphone. This application knows where if you are in the vicinity, in the school, and you're close proximity with somebody else that you have interest with, will detect it and will trigger it based by algorithms only. It will make you somewhat connect in the phone. Of course, in the middle of there will be ads, rest assured. That's the bottom line. And how does this affect us as a human? Of course, it affects us because this is the normal functions of our life in the middle of our day, and in between that, you will interact or intervene in the normalcy of the human person. You sneak in and put all these functions in the phone, and you become somewhat a hidden villain, unknowingly hurting by individual. Now you have witnessed how advanced technology is. I bet you don't know that because nobody told you that. I hope you already knew it because you're in a smartphone all the time, and basically you and me are technologically intricate, and not all people know that. And now you know why we're talking about this. It's for our kids. Persuasive technology. Do you know that feed in Facebook, when you pull that trigger down, it refresh? gives you another feed, and then you redo it, gives you another feed. There's like a slot machine in the casino. It gives you different results. You might just get it. You might hit the jackpot, but you're going to get addicted. In the end, it changes your behavior. It alters your mentality. That's the main goal. Another one is photo tagging. You can tag crapped out it and your friends in school at the same time. You're there. Glued into your screen, you will see that people replying. That's one way, or engaging into conversation. I like that, making you more glued into the screen. Put this in a way your brain has already been hacked, and this is not a computer doing it. It's a real person, an engineer that designed it to hack our minds, to have us engage. There's no accident here, guys. We're lab rats. Yes, we're experiments. They just want us to watch the ads and making more money for them. Shit, man. I just realized making this video podcast and posting it to social media and YouTube. I got some kind of thinking to do. It's not to have 10 million subscribers, I really don't care. And once again, we are not driven on placing somebody else's, or, bowing down and seeking for approval. But that's the reason why Facebook is thanking me right now every time somebody subscribes in my Talk Active group. And I'm contributing to the economy or the community. I get that if you make a group and you have another, subscription, or another people join your group, you're contributing to the community. Ben, thank you for giving us more potential money and gathering more lab rats for us. A zombie lab rats. It's exploiting off our vulnerability in the human psychology without even knowing it. And people who made Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Google understood this. They just clearly know what is happening and made it anyway. I'll give you another example, guys. Hammer represents the technology. It's there, it's a tool. The hammer will stay in the toolbox until it's needed. It does not intervene in society. It does not intervene in your personal life, or that right there specifically for that job only. Technology was a hammer. We moved away from the technology. We are now on a tool that demands our attention. Whether you need me or not, I demand attention. And this is destructive. Social media is not just hammers sitting in the toolbox, patiently waiting. It has its own mind, a mission that needs to be completed by hacking our mind. And one thing's for sure, no one is immune in this type of addiction. Even developers themselves, knowing behind the curtain is happening daily, and yet they find themselves glued in the screen when they're at home with the family, speaking about the people who made this who developed this. That's more scary, since some of them will write softwares and programs to make them stop. Or so. Social media is a drug, ladies and gentlemen. It's not being snorted or put in a foil and inhale, taking it as a pill or, ecstasy. It's the same effect though. Releases the same dopamine like the drugs in the physical, drugs. It's the same. Okay, we're gonna stop, you guys. We can wrap things up in pointing out. There's that. I'm more concerned about the kids. We're social media, especially games. It can take their self-worth, identity, and that leads them to depression, anxiety, and lots of behavioral problems on their developing brains. Before reaching the pure maturity, the effects are irreversible, and that is the very concerning part. Adults should be responsible, knowing when to stop. I know it's easier said than done. I think about it, you can't be on your phone while taking care of a newborn baby, are you? But I see them. Radiation that it emits or signals some sort of electric waves that affects the kids surrounding the phone. Look, we're not being a saint here. We all are guilty as charged, but conduct your own experiment. You are the master of your household. You know your people, your family. I'll give you example again. We are doing a no cell phone day, especially on weekdays of school. Effects are amazing, guys. From 5-year-old to our 12-year-old child, and it has done things. They can only touch it on Friday. Saturday, they off limits, and Sunday to the next Friday. And on top of that, they can't use it all day as well. It's been like 5 months now. Madison's reverting back to have a lot of drawings, paintings, and guilty as charged. Again, I posted a lot of stuff on her work to social media. It's amazing. Beckett off limits certain games only under supervision. That makes him so hyperactive sometimes. And also has been reading a lot of new books. Playing a lot is amazing. I mean, little things that we think it's not harmful are the ones that need to pay attention more closely. You know what ticks me about this entire process is that I myself like to invest in securities, stocks, cryptocurrencies. I'm not the Warren Buffett, but I do have an understanding and I do my own research. I don't like being used and make money at without me knowing. It's like almost stealing, and that's it for me. That's my motivation of doing this, greatly reducing the use and being aware of. That's my motivation. You have to find yours. But guys, I thank you so much for sticking around. I know it has been a while that we have posted, and once again, almost 500 subscribers in YouTube. It's most likely right now it's all about cycling. But thank you for watching, guys. Watch your time. Watch your time. What did Iron Man said? No amount of money can buy a second of time. We're gonna close out with this. Watch your kids, watch your family. The basic stuff that we do in the past, you don't do anymore. Go back to basics. Don't make things complicated. Go play Monopoly. Go play some kind of board game. Have engagement to your families, and you see that basics is amazing. Doesn't need to be smartphone or smart TV. Again, guys, thank you for watching, guys. It's amazing. Don't forget to follow my channel on cycling. Yeah, let's get real. Let's talk active. It's your main boy. Peace out.